Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, Dave here once again with another unboxing video. Settle in, folks. This is going to be a longer one. I picked these DC Multiverse figures up from my friend Jason's shop, Toy World Order, Rad's Pop Shop in Goldsboro, North Carolina. He had them sitting for me, and he had an end of year sale. Buy two, get one free. I bought two of these and got Sandman. I bought two of these and got J. Jonah Jameson. If you saw the other video, you would have seen the unboxing for those. This is the DC Multiverse Batman and Robin figures. We have Batgirl, we have Robin back there, we have Batman back there, Poison Ivy here, and obviously a 4-pack of Blu-ray Batman movies. That's the one we're looking at here. Get this guy off to the side. We're going to take a look at Batgirl first, then Poison Ivy, then Robin, and then Batman. And at the end, we're going to build Mr. Freeze. Because Batgirl is number 1, Poison Ivy is number 2, 3, 4, yada yada. Take a look at the Batgirl package. But first, dropping that back down so we can be comfortable around the camera. There's a lot of glare. That's okay. That'll change when I move things around. See? There's Batgirl, Batman and Robin there, Batman and Robin there, Batgirl, Batgirl. A picture of Mr. Freeze on the back because he's the Build-A-Figure. I think it would have been nice to have these pictures large on the back, but what do I know? I'm just a consumer. There's the Batgirl barcode. There's clear. I'll do that for each one. But first, let's get Batgirl out of the box. Alicia Silverstone. Always thought she was pretty hot. Haven't seen her do much lately, but that might be just because I haven't been following along. We're going to get the card out of there. And we're going to get the disc out of there. Hold on. Cardboard bit does not want to come out of the box. But I prevailed. We're going to take a look at the card. Then we're going to take a look at everything else. I will not be saving the packaging for these. I do not save a lot of the McFarlane figures. Packaging. Standard disc. Real nice picture of Batgirl. Alicia Silverstone. Batman and Robin. I'll flip it around. Let's see, is that clear? There it is. Real name, Barbara Wilson. At least in the movie. Cool. Set that aside. There she is in the cradle. All Mr. Freeze parts. We're going to get all of his parts put them to the side for later. I always forget to look for strapping. We'll look at Mr. Freeze when we put them together. Let's get that one. So many straps to keep her in there. You are perfectly capable of leaving this in the package on the shelf and it would look real nice. But I wanted to build Mr. Freeze, so they're all coming out. Obviously, if you're going to get it out of here, you got to mess around with the cape. Now, Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Unfold her arm. We're going to adjust the angle so I like it better. There we go. I like that. Then we're going to zoom in. Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl from Batman and Robin. I like the sculpting on the outfit. There's texture like it's leather. The bat logos. She comes with fists. There's bat logos pretty much everywhere. She's got chunky heels. Pleather looking cape, but it is formed. Back of the outfit. Hair sculpt. The likeness is okay. It's a good looking female anyway. She can look down. She cannot look up at all because of the hair sculpt. A little bit of tilt. You know. Same problem with all hair sculpts. Yeah, I think they could have done a fabric or leathery vinyl cape that was thin and flexible. Doesn't need a wire, but they could have provided that for these. The sculpt on this with the butterfly joints is nice. It's shoulder joints or butterflies, biceps. I mean, it's a good looking figure. I'm not really complaining about that. I just kind of wanted a, it's got toe articulation. I would have enjoyed having slightly more movement in the cape, I should say. Double jointed elbows. Batgirl split. See, will she stand? Yeah, she's going to be an awkward one to stand, I think, with the heels and everything. For looking good on a shelf, she will fit the job or do the job just fine if you can get the right positioning for her to stand. But then again, she does come with the stand pegged deep into her heel there. I mean, that's pretty much what she's got to look like standing on the shelf. So, do I think it could have been a few things done with the feet to make it slightly easier to stand? Yeah, maybe. But if that's how her costume is, it's hard to account for plastic people. I think the fabric cape really would have been nice. They really have to figure out something with hair to make the female figures more posable, and the longer-haired male figures more posable. But I like the detail. I like the figure. I like Alicia Silverstone. Let's put her over here with her cart. Oh, she came with fists, but no other accessories besides the cart and the stand. She should have come with grip hands of some sort. So, Todd, if you see this video, give the females other hands. I'll point that out in a second. Poison Ivy here. Same sides. Same picture on the back. Let's get Poison Ivy's barcode for you. Good Lord. Focus. There it is. Let's get Poison Ivy out of her plastic prison. Uma Thurman. Also always thought she was hot. And the name Uma is just unusual. Never met a Uma. Let's get her. Put the box on the floor. Let's get her card off of here. Get the disc. Stand. There. Alright. There's the card. I messed up the brightness there. Zoom into the lovely Uma Thurman. Poison Ivy, Batman and Robin. Real name, Pamela Isley. You can pause that and read that if you like. Put her card there. Plastic prison shop. This one comes with the torso of Mr. Freeze. Like I said, we will build him at the end. Damn it. Okay. Let's get her straps cut. She also did not come with any other hands besides what she is packaged with, or what she's got on her physical body. I'll show that in a minute. Alright, we showed the card. Let's get to the figure, shall we? Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Real nice sculpt on the hair, the face. Lots of nice ivy sculpt on the outfit. Little vine coming across her thigh, fading down into the black. I dig it. Back to the ivy. Real detailed hair sculpt. I think the likeness is decent. Really bright orange on the hair. Maybe a little bit of a wash in there to give a little contrast. I think the likeness is okay. She got a little bit of down because her hair thin, long thin in the front there. She got a little bit of down. You can mess around with it. No up because obviously hair. A little bit of tilt. Butterfly joints in the shoulders. Plenty of movability, flexibility there. There is a bicep at the top of the outfit sculpt. Double jointed elbows. Okay, so this is one of the things I wanted to point out. She comes with an open left hand and a right trigger finger. If it'll focus, trigger hand. Why does Poison Ivy have a trigger finger hand? That's just weird to me. See, will she stand on her own? She's not even standing on her foot there. All right. Let's see. She does stand on her own, but being that it is heels, I'll probably use a stand. Put her on the shelf. I didn't even really go over Barbara Gordon's torso, but Poison Ivy had plenty of range of motion there. Poison Ivy split. I really like this figure. It's gonna definitely pop off the shelf among mostly black figures here. This is nice. I like this one quite a bit. They come, choose, take some ivy from my hand, grasshopper. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put her on the stand so she won't fall over while looking at the others. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. But just because I missed it, torso articulation on Batgirl. Good range of motion there. Moving along to Chris O'Donnell as Robin. But just to create a little bit of room so we don't knock things over, we're going to put Ivy and Batgirl up here. I'm not liking how Ivy is standing like that. So we're going to adjust her a little bit so she's got both feet on the ground. Chris O'Donnell as Robin. Batman and Robin. Robin. Same picture on the back. Zoom into his barcode. So you can make it easier to find them later in the store. I don't know if these were slated for Target and Walmart or not, or if it was all fan channel, small store, whatevers. But if you're searching for them, I hope you can find them. Let's see. There. Let's get another stiff one. Fucking cardboard box on the floor. Such riveting content listening to me struggle with packaging, isn't it, guys? Stand. Let's look at Chris O'Donnell there. Batman and Robin. Real name, Dick Grayson. You can pause the card right there if you, or pause the card, pause the video if you wanted. Gonna get all these pieces out of here. These are very well strapped in. Just about every piece is taped or strapped. They will not shift in transit, or if they fall off your shelf. Neighbors being loud in another language. Don't even know if you can hear them, but I can. Mr. Freeze's arms. Let's free Chris O'Donnell from his little plastic prison. May have to get that tab from the front. There. Same problem with plastic tapes as every other figure ever. He also comes with only fists. No other hands whatsoever. It would have been nice to have grip hands, but what are you gonna do? Let's zoom in. Get our look at Chris O'Donnell as Robin. Decent likeness, decent hair sculpt. Bat nips on the suit. Batman logo, or Robin logo there. Pretty much leatheriness. Bat logos on the knees, the shins rather. Nice sculpt on the boots. Pleather looking cape. Bat butt, Robin butt, head sculpt. Alright. As I said, the likeness is not perfect, but it's decent. No hair sculpt to get in the way, so he can look down. He can look up somewhat, all the way around. Robin Peak. The cape is nicely sculpted, I guess. Formed. I would have enjoyed fabric, as I said, with Batgirl there. The back of his suit is muscular, as you might expect. Nips on the suit. There is an oil texture on him, or an oil layer on him, I believe. And figure oil or whatever. Makes them nice and flexible. You can go slightly above 90. Looks good. The red on his outfit is almost brown. That might be adjustable to go slightly redder. But real easy movement on the shoulder. Double jointed elbows. The spikes are nice. The fists are nice. I mean, would I enjoy a few minor changes? Yeah. Am I really griping about it? No, not really. Just hands, grip hands, maybe a batarang for an accessory. You know, Batgirl had no accessories or hands. Robin has no accessories or hands. Ivy could have had like a vine. You know. Robin split. Typical diaper-like butt, but not that bad. Stiff knees, but they function well. Good boots. I think it's a perfectly acceptable representation of the character, of the suit. I think maybe they didn't include a lot of, or any other accessories with these figures is because of all the Mr. Freeze parts. So, as awesome as Mr. Freeze is, yeah, give me some hands. Give me some grips, you know. That's a super awkward way to stand. We gotta find a good way for Robin to stand. He can't just be all goofy and weird there. You know, that's not bad. I dig it. I dig the figure, folks. Don't want it to come off sounding like I don't, because I do. It's just, you know, minor things that I think could be a little different. Let's get George Clooney as Batman. There's Batman, Batman and Robin, pretty much everywhere. Same everything else. See if I can get the logo or the barcode. I want to be clear on the barcode for folks. Let's get Robin out of the way for a second. There we go, folks. There's, you got to look at it there. That was the barcode for Batman. Get Robin standing back up here. George Clooney has said in the past and quite recently again that he would not enjoy suiting back up as Batman. It is highly unlikely for him to do so. But if we can get Keaton back, maybe we can get Clooney back just once in like a multiversal thing. Who knows? And a little cameo as Bruce Wayne at the end of The Flash. So who knows? Let's get the card out of here. Okay. Disc. Ooh, the lighting changed again. I don't know if you guys can notice it, but I knew. There's the trading card of George Clooney as Batman. Real name, Bruce Wayne. You can pause that and you read that if you like. Let's get all these bits and pieces out of here. Now, I like all these Batman movies to different degrees and for a variety of different reasons. I think my favorites are probably the Keaton films, Tim Burton ones, because I like Keaton as Batman. I think he did quite well in The Flash. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Would have liked to see him again. But if you've seen The Flash, you know that's probably unlikely. Let's see. I would have really enjoyed seeing Kilmer again, but we all know Kilmer is not in a physical state to allow that. Plus, he has no voice. So, as much fun as it would be to see him reprise the role of even Bruce Wayne, it's not physically possible for the most part. So basically, the only other person besides Keaton that could return as a Batman from the original 80s, 90s series, that is Clooney. From recent films, we have Christian Bale. Pretty sure he's done with the character. He could always be enticed back with the right circumstances, but it's unlikely. These ear points are rather curled in. They should be a bit straighter, but a little heat and application should take care of that. His cape is the most flexible, but it is still looks kind of dusty. It almost feels like balloon rubber. So it's it's just weird. It's almost dusty. But let's zoom in and we'll do his walk around. George Clooney as Batman. I like the Batman logo there. Bat nips, muscular suit, all black outfit, muscular sculpty thighs, bat logos on the boots, pretty much leathery back, bat butt, Batman. Let's go over Batman's articulation, shall we? He can look down, which is more than he probably could in the actual suit. He can look up. He's got plenty of motion in the head. Vengeance puke. Ha 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 ha. He's got good range of motion in the shoulders, I think. He's going to look nice on the shelf. You got the giant points on the gauntlets. Also, only fists. Good range of motion here. Get everything lined up. I mean, I think it's a good Batman figure. I'm going to compare him to another Batman figure that I have nearby on hand. And get him standing up here. You know, Batman figures are a little back heavy because of the capes. Stand up, you bat son of a bitch. There we go. Ha! Fooled me. Trying to get him standing. It's gonna be fun. Oh, there we go. Let's see, reach behind me here to the shelf. That is the gold label Keaton Batman. That's cool. That's gonna look great on a shelf together. You can see echoes of the Keaton suit there with the musculature. No nips, of course. But I think this is a pretty nice Batman figure. And yeah, a Batarang or something to jazz it up would be great. An unmasked Clooney head would be wonderful, but I highly doubt that's ever going to happen. Now, figure number 5 in the wave. We were going to build Mr. Freeze. Let me point the camera at the table. Get rid of some of that glare, Jesus. We're going to get the legs. We're going to get the arms. Gun. Ice effects. There's his head. There's his torso, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and put him together. And then we'll go over how he looks. I like how the arrow points outward on his butterfly joint. see. On that spot, there it is. Clicked in just fine. Nice solid click. Make sure his diaper piece is attached in there. You know what? That's the left leg. I had the legs mixed up. That's the right leg. There's a slot. Let's see, it's probably double seats. There we are. Double seated. Once you line it up, get a little bit and snug it. Wait for the click. Stands immediately. So we're going to do that. Let's get his shoulder pads on here. Probably this way. They fit perfectly on him. He's going to stand out on the shelf as well, I think. Let's go over his accessories. He's got a blue translucent freeze effect. Translucent all the way down here. And it starts to get painted into a deeper blue. That attaches to the end of his freeze gun. All in the silver plastic. Let's peg that on there. It is keyed. It is keyed, so you can only peg that in one way. So that looks like that there. That's pretty nice. There are frozen hand or frozen fist pieces to put on Batman or Robin. There's one for each side. There's a left and a right, so you can freeze their hands. You got shoulder freezing or arm freezing. We'll probably play with that in a minute. But let's go over Mr. Freeze here in a sec. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. The face sculpt is pretty nice. There's plenty of detail on the figure itself. As far as the Build-A-Figure goes, it's pretty up there for me. Let's turn him around. Bring him back down. Alright, I think we'll go over his articulation as a figure. I like the translucent head here. I think that's pretty nice. You can look a little bit down. A little bit, well, not a lot up. But that's fine. Plenty of tilt. I think the likeness is pretty good. There could have been a little bit of sparkle to his skin tone, but that's all right. Good range of motion on the shoulders. You get that far. He's a big chunky guy. You don't need too much more than that. These shoulder pads move around, get out of the way. They're super soft, so they'll easily move out of the way. There's no bicep, but there's chunky elbow. If you play with the articulation in the shoulder, you don't need too much of a bicep. He does have a trigger hand. Let me reset the camera. Shit. He does have a trigger hand because he has a gun. He's got a grip hand so he can hold the gun. Lots of range of motion in him. Mr. Freeze split. Whoa, all the splits you can want. The diaper piece shifts around. I don't have a lot of bad to say about this guy. Hold on. There. The leg wasn't in all the way. That's why it looked longer. Had to go for that second click on the thing there. Chunky knees. Because of the sculpt, doesn't matter. Yeah. Perfectly happy with that. Let's see if he'll actually hold the gun. It's a super flexible handle. You gotta be careful about that, but he will hold the gun. Like so. And like so. That's pretty cool. He can just be holding it, or he can be wielding it with the freeze effect. I dig that. I dig that quite a bit. Let's see how these effects attach to things. Let's play with Robin here. That looks like an arm. Yeah. That looks like a frozen arm to me. That looks like a head. Like a whole torso thing. I don't know. I'm probably doing this wrong. Yeah, I didn't look at this part. Ah. Facing the bad guy. There it is. That's obviously made for Robin. Because if it was made for Batman, there'd be points up here somewhere for the cowl. Those are pretty cool. Will I use them? Probably not. Always good to have accessories to use if you choose to. Get Mr. Freeze up here. Let's get Mr. Freeze down here, actually. Get a good last look. You got Ivy there. Batgirl there. I think that's cool as hell. What do you think, folks? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on these figures. And, yeah, just in general. What do you think? I'm happy I have them. They're going to look wonderful on my shelf. And, yeah. Merry Christmas. Deuces.